Yeah, man, ready to get up. Almarie, you up? Yeah, sir, man. Yeah, man, ready to get up, man. Well, I'm going to talk to, I'm going to talk to the people. I have to show back the sheriff, you know. But before I show the sheriff, I have to talk to the people them about Shane Dalling. It's the same Shane Dalling where, you know, the other day, one brown suit and everything. You see the man put up some things, carry the staff, I take away people from overseas, like if I am, I do all kind of thing. And just the one little place, Shane Dalling. I want me look now, put up things him there Paris with him staff. Paris. That will show you how much money I run in that place. Paris. With them staff. And him I play the tune I'm winning right now. Look at me. I'm living right now. Eh? You can't manage that apps. Sammy, big up yourself, chef. Up Gloria. Bless frontline, I see you. Arlene, Frankie. Oh yes, man. There. Eh? Well, I get started with it. Meanwhile, them say them are living up. My rest about? Yeah, man. Meanwhile, them say them are living up. Douglas, yo. Meanwhile, them say him a live right now when I take with people firearm. People when have nothing to do with nothing at all, you know. Them a try this other people but live a foreign soul. Not even police can get gun to protect themselves. So him know him a do and what kind of bonus money them have that they can use. Because money out of the FLA that and out time pocket and then for out time pocket, me I question it. If you go up Paris, carry the staff, me have to show you, you know. I show you, I go not touch, me don't want to play the song, but I touch a little piece of the song where I play. See, I'm up at the 360, you know. With him champion, I'm living right now. Because I remember one brown suit, you know. Just the other day, you know. Man build big house. The man buy all kind of things. The man do all kind of things. You know? Remember, you know. This unbelievable. Eh? You see me I say? Yeah, man. The entire staff, must see the entire, him them a show what him say him staff. Take him staff. So if I want to mean, you are working with a company. Remember, Jamaica is a government thing. This you have money out of that to take your staff. But remember, it's not a private company. This, you know, FLA and a private company, you know. Them money they them a charge can do something, but can do something. But it can do something else. Me don't know how him have him hand on the cookie jar that thing can do everything. Watch out. See the guy, yeah. Well, Bush, hear the song I play. Right now, yeah. And I'm chilling right now. Right now. I'm Thanksgiving right now, cause we're winning right now. We're winning. I drop what I'm winning right now. Yeah? I'm winning right now. I'm winning. Space of no time, I'm winning right now. Eh? So I'm winning right now. So, under that, must say that, but him put him take him thing them gone. This a Jamaica still I think them take this. But him say him there Paris, take team gone to Paris. Open a take team gone to Paris, you know. You understand? Say him winning. So him put up this and tell us that Paris him take the team gone. Eh? Yeah, man. Remember, you know, when you have government agency, you can't go tell me, say, yeah, win, FLA boss. Give a bag of people money when you pay something at 50,000 and then sell license like me don't know if you say, you know. Them and them friend, you know. Remember, you know, people hear them for open thing, you know. Eh? Taxpayers money same way, man. See? Remember not in place to take, you know. But man, them can't boast, you know. You drop them in a one thing and when you look, and meanwhile, them stay like this, you know. Trish, meanwhile, them stay like this, right? Look on people now. This just come from prime time news. Meanwhile, them a win right now. You hear the song when them a play? I'm a winning right now. Yeah. I'm winning. Eh? And then put them things so them take them troop gone. Or hope them not take them troop gone for real. So Paris. Eh? That don't make no sense to me, you know, because remember it's not a private company. You see? That means the amount of money they might have, you understand? So open that. Me, you are so hungry, look here. Look here.
More in this report.
A fight for survival in Needham Pen, St. Thomas. Laura Lewis is on her way here for water.
We need water! We need water!
She's over 70 years old,
Sure.
a stroke victim with other underlying issues, but she has to make the 2-mile trek several times per week.
Let's do water! We need water! We're walking sick! We come to water! We need water!
Yeah, see that? So, up there, man. Just up and need and pen up at St. Thomas. Charles! Charles, daughter, you. Because you are the MP if you up there, so. Need and pen this. If when I one, I did one. So, I told them at St. Thomas this. One now is St. Thomas, one now is St. Thomas, right? Yeah. So, see it? People need water, need and pen. Eh? Yeah, need water. They don't want to win. He might win right now. Have a taxpayers' money, but them need water. And hear this now, hear this.
Residents told our news team that it has been years since they got consistent water supply. But a few weeks ago, things got worse at the National Water Commission facility about 6 miles away from the community.
A tree drop on the light wire, burst the light wire, so and they don't clear it up, so we're not getting any water. Because there is no current can reach a pump house worry to get any water.
So while their taps and tanks run dry, the water at the facility is overflowing.
When I go down there and see the water that's running, it was a shame. All I could do, just take my hand and catch a little to put to my thirst. It is a shame. We need to do better.
Water Commission, no, they're not doing nothing. A week now.
Alright, so them said the water commission, but if tree drop on the line, that means the JPS remove it. Water commission can't touch the line, sir. You see, these are the things, and then if you're a representative, then them supposed to have councillor and mayor, because they said at the light for the pump house. So, and the water commission for move that, and I feed them think on the line. If tree drop down on it at the JPS, and I forgot the two of them, and then we know want water because we not get water good. At the MP if I call and see if I start you out, and the councillor them. But them go start to know and buy on a vote, man. Because me sure me see Michelle put up our vote, you know. Say care about money would we see it. Eh? It's sin, man. This is a sinful thing. Them can't show how them a win. And drink wine. Meanwhile the people them dying. You see it? Yeah, man. See that?
They say power line problem they have at the pump house. And they say up to the sun. For spread something for push up the sun, for something for the JPS man them go at the power line. And weeks now, through the Christmas season, no water.
Even more concerning, residents fear that when the broken wires at the NWC facility are fixed, the long-standing water issues will not be addressed. It's why this resident had this suggestion.
Even if we cannot get the water every day, if they put us on a schedule, we'll plan for it. So they said to me that I'm going to give you water 2 or 3 days per week. We can plan.
People are beg water life, you know, water and food. And you have to beg them 2 or 3 days per week. Eh? But them are telling us a growth. Them are telling us a growth in the economy. And who say this now? This appear shit them put that paper, you know. So I'm going to flush them. I'm going to see who say this. 5.9% growth September quarter. I must say one attack. I must say guy town have. Good. Eh? But Jamaica have nowhere to go. I be a crap them talk, you know. Now we have to start flush them now. Because if you put overall Jamaica and I think which part Jamaica grow 5.3%. When you imported $6.8 billion US dollar what I think, but you go export 1 billion. Which part Jamaica grow? Eh? Them sick.
But when you don't get any water for months, you are very confused. You don't know what to do.
When we contacted the NWC today, the company said we had some challenges in providing the service because the road leading to our facility in the area is damaged. We plan to rehabilitate the road by this weekend so that electricity can be restored to the facility by early next week. Thereafter, customers will be able to get their
But the water commission supposed to do the road. Them have municipal road and them have other road too. Parish council road and them have other road. But this man, people walk 2 miles for water, man. All people are crippled, man. Boy get stroke, man. I walk and I drive 2 miles. And I have to do it every day. Eh? And then they put up something about growth.
water supply. In the meantime, we will continue to truck water to the residents.
But here the statement now. In the meantime, we continue to chuck water. Remember the road damage. But if the people them that get chuck water, them that get to chuck water, them that fill up them little barrel and them good. Them say growth 5% growth. Where the growth there? Where there? People don't have them cow, then go thief it. Big boys. Coke port when I hear nothing about it. See? This guy has pin now. I take away everybody gun. All overseas. Douglas, make sure you have them, make sure you have no weapon put down there. Because I'm going to take it to and charge. You say, you never come pay for it to get illegal. Yeah? Watch this. See there? You where my player? And I drink, put a left way upon it, watch now. Yeah, I'm a win now. Same look like Smaddy, Yeah. Yeah, man. And people, let me tell you this. You see them there? I uno put them there in a job, you know. Because when you put government and them put them friend in a job, what you think you do? You might have think you put him in a job or you put him in a job. But you see, when you start, run people CV, man. Run them resume, man. If me not work, me not get no work. Me not stupid. You can't come to me and tell me about water and road. And then me suffer and they send a bus to me and them pack up in the bus same way. And then politician talk to you like, them are your boss. The politician can't disrespect me, you know. Jamaica, them can't disrespect me. Any one of them come across me, just ask them if them ever try open them mouth and talk to me like, me and one of them. Them not gonna do that. Them not gonna do that. Them know better than that. Because them know my style, that, you know. You see me I say? Yeah, man. You see me I say? Man say I win now, man. You might win right now and I'm living best life and all kind of things. You see it? Meanwhile, people are beg for water. And we not see none of them go to prison neither, you know. None. Name them in a corruption too, you know. Of course. But him stand up the same way. Nobody now move him. Because the whole thing corrupted. Them people are idiot, man. So at this them get. This them get. See? When me there, can you imagine people like that get a stroke 70 yard and you walk 2 miles. If you get little water for drink, or them take care of herself, how she carry water. That's a sin. Yeah, man, but die-hearted, man. Them things are sin, man. See? Let me show you the next thing now. You must say, when right now you have a man, when I see in a paper where them let go, then query, he get back him gun. I say 2 times him lose it and get it back. You have artists where them take with them gun, them not give them another people, them take with them gun. You have a virgin there talk to me, him take with him gun. Darling take with him gun. So him talk about something, we take something, them take with him gun. And them say them want to take with 20,000 people gun. See? And him winning right now. See? Them hustling right now, winning right now. All him. I forget audit and them house and everything. Because remember you pay. We know from when you start work there. The house you go buy too much money and all kind of things where you buy, brother. You can't tell me nothing. Them have to draw down upon you. You never have nothing. Remember me a bedroom work with you, you know, one you know, a little brown suit and you never have nothing to put a little case file and nothing, you know. Tell me, I tell you that, you know. See? So we have bedroom work with you, man. See? So I could not say you have something, you know, have nothing, brother. Nobody now give no, as a little liar, nobody now give no case neither. See? Dust the other day. See? Them cake you pack you up, you say, no, you can't buy everything. Remember, and not so much money I get for your pay neither. Oh, you can afford all these things. Them take Jamaican feed that, you know. You see me I say? Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, somebody just tell me if it's the same winning right now, but look at Trump now. Yeah, man, same winning right now. It's all right. It's okay. Can you just look, make them just go and show everything. We don't mind. Maybe just go and watch Sheriff deal with the case then, yeah. Look on that case and how Sheriff deal with pedophiles. Yeah? Because they have Agintai there, so. You name a call upon too much thing Agintai. And deny about you go to police and police to investigate for Sosoka, take people thing and say boom, bam, bam, bam. Them not do that. Same? Them not do it. And then Dan Query, when just say, okay, the person gone. Can you imagine people, 15-year-old girl? You can't even go for your own passport, but you get passport and get papers and fly out of the country and not coming back. When you can't believe that. And then them show a case, rape case. Look how people deal with case and pedophile and trap them. Look here. I saw where I trap them too. Look here. Look on this.
It's unbelievable the victims we get with our human trafficking operations. And we identified one this time that I'll talk about without her name. Many times it takes follow-up investigation by this wonderful team of counselors in order to get there. But let's start with Mr. Finley. Mr. Finley is not involved in this from a human trafficking / prostitution operation, but we hit a grand slam in that we also found child sex predators. And he's the first child sex predator.
So when Jamaica police are put up the child sex predator, them, what them do them fight for let them go? You see the difference? And I like something like, we can't find the victim. Gone overseas, gone live. And you have everything there right in front of you. Some who want to close the case. But you can look for two ghetto youth. Look how them man are trapped them, look a big piece of nastiness here. Yeah? Just watch this. Them can't tell me nothing, man. Laws and other way I did it. Watch this.
That we identified. He's 39 years of age. He's a handyman. He's from Mulberry. And he traveled to our undercover location thinking he was going to engage a very young child for sex. Newsflash, it wasn't a very young child. It was a group of detectives.
Boop, boop, boop.
He's been charged.
Hold on, you hear this? I saw them style them, I want to style them, you know. Him thinks as a very young child, I saw you that catch them, you know. So you that catch a Agintai and do all of them, you know. Newsflash, you think he's a young child because they might show him picture up and thing and give him everything. And him come there. Just to want to listen. You saw them man at work, you hear gunshot of fire, but them are all who them for all. Them know say you're a predator, them set trap for you. You see that come in the car, the one that them want to sell me the license. Send the money for him, you get him. That's why I say the Prime Minister when he run go broke down people place. No, you want to know the real thing. If you get a real intelligence, that send go buy your piece and everything have your evidence. When that closing, when they're not working, when they're full of crap. See, me tell them I can't style them. Because I'm full of them style them, I can't style them, you know. Look how them police department at work. Look how them work. Look here.
As a result, for traveling, for resisting arrest, that's right, he ran from us. He didn't want to go to jail. He had meth. He was also charged with attempted lewd battery and transmission of some very ugly stuff that he thought was going to a 13-year-old child.
13!
So it would have been a grand slam week for all of our resources and efforts if we'd have just gotten Timothy Finley, who thought he was traveling to meet a child. It's pretty nervy if you think about it. He was showing up at the child's residence when he thought mom and dad weren't there. But he wasn't alone. Then there's Shannon Johnson. He's 41. He's from Orlando. You know, it's interesting, the Orlando stations aren't here today. They should be, because they got a lot of these problems over in Orlando, and the community over there needs to be made aware of it.
Mm.
He thought he was communicating.
Sheriff, we have a lot of that in a St. Mary too, you know. In the whole of Jamaica, but no fight in a St. Mary. Up in the Highgate part of the whole other part there. Me don't like you deal with it same way for with you, you know. Yeah, cause DPP, them a joker. Yeah, man.
With a 13-year-old child. He wanted to be her daddy. He wanted to have different kinds of sex with what he thought was a 13-year-old child. He works at a warehouse. He was charged with traveling, attempted lewd battery, transmission of photos of himself, nude photos, you know what I mean? And he didn't have any children himself, but he wanted to play this game of daddy. That's right. He has a criminal history. And when we arrested him, he said, "You got me. You're right. We got him."
Now, people, you see real police work come here and talk about all the time. This need any big gun or anything. Them just set them trap on them, know them. Them are come into it. It's a bait. Them are come into it. This is how real police work. Them man attack here, say them fire gunshot and forget them and do anything. Eh? And them can't show you the picture, tell you what them do, because them record them set the trap for them. When them think it's a little child, them a child molester, we are catch you know. If they set them kind of trap for them down the way you look, the whole of the, maybe the whole of the office, the whole of the majority of government and all about empty out and out of the private sector organization of Jamaica. Them they empty out. You don't need big gun. Hey boy, them not do that. You might make organize. I'll be action, no lip service. Watch out.
So if we'd arrested 2 child predators, that would have been a grand slam week. But we got another one. This guy's from Gainesville. He's employed in construction. He did not travel, but he communicated with what he thought was a 14-year-old child online and said, "Don't tell the cops." And then he sent videos and stills of himself doing things an adult should never do in the presence of a child, or publicly, or recorded for public consumption. Nasty stuff. Rose here, Jody Rose, is a nasty, nasty guy. He's 36 years old.
Yeah.
So we traveled to Gainesville to get him. Or we had the Alachua Sheriff's Office travel for us to get him. When we arrested him, he said, "It's just a misunderstanding." Maybe a misunderstanding on his part. It's not a misunderstanding on our part. He was sending nasty videos and photographs to children. No criminal history up until now, but now he's got 11 felony charges, so he made up for lost time with his arrest.
You see it? How much of them people here them kill off? Eh? And by the way, let me tell the JCF, you see, I'm tell them and the soldier them, you see, death, when you have some man with us love kill. Death and no revenge. Yeah, death and no, but fi do, because the whatever I dead one day. See? Yeah, man. You see, sometimes when people go play, sometime a man have him lay there, him run up and down 5 girls, him have this, him have that, him have all kind of things. And when you put him behind that, you know, that a mash up him heavens, you know. When him live, you know, when him get 100 years, you know, you not come out back, you not see you, them, you not see nobody. Them more consider them thing the serious. But death, when you kill a man now, you know, you're dead same way. Even if you're 100, you're dead. It's not like when you kill a man, oh, me get rid of that, you're dead too. You're not dead by a gunshot or something, you're sure they're going to die. See? So always remember that. So the dead business down the heavy handed to take the easy fight. See? Yeah, man, do police work. Can I joke me, I make? Because them not think that, you know, all them are run up and down and go on, them not think say, okay, sickness are going to take them and them are get prostate enlargement and something, or, you know, or them are get some diabetes, something. They run up and down and go on like that. Not even feed themselves good. I take blue pill. Yeah, go dead one day too. Do what away. So you think say kill a man, you still are go dead too. So we don't know if it's a car run over you or a plane or a drop with you or something, but you're dead. Or you're sick and dead, you're dead. So not like when you kill a man, you say, yeah, me get rid of the dirty. No. The police work can stop the foolishness. Yeah? Just always put the head back. You're dead one day too. Yeah. All right, good. Go and play that.
That would have been a grand slam if we'd only gotten 3. Then there's Xavier Jackson. He's 27. He thought he was chatting with a 14-year-old. And he sent photos of himself doing things that's totally inappropriate. He did not travel. So once again, the Orange County Sheriff's Office assisted us, and because he's from Orlando, and traveled to arrest him, where he was charged with 3 counts of harmful material and 1 count of unlawful communication. Oh, did I mention that he just happens to be a lifeguard at the Polynesian Resort for Disney? You think there's a few children around there? That's right. I didn't stutter. He was a lifeguard at the Polynesian Resort for Disney and was bragging about that. So we were able to arrest 4 predators in this operation. This is huge. 4 arrests of this magnitude in a week is simply remarkable. But let's move on. These guys weren't predators, but they all have something in common with the last arrest. They work for Disney. So you have Wilkeson Fidel. He's 24. He lives in Orlando. He thought he was coming for sex. He's been a Disney employee for 4 years, and he works at the Cosmic Restaurant in Tomorrowland. Except now he is in the county jail if he hasn't made bond yet. And then there's Shahab Malav. He's 27. He's a software developer for Disney. He's worried because he's here on a work visa from India. He thought he was coming to have sex with 2 ladies. Surprise, once again, undercover detectives. Then there's Ralph Lease. He's 45. He lives in Winter Garden. He's an IT employee for Disney. He's been there about 4 years, and he's married. So I'm sure Disney's not pleased. I bet his wife's not pleased. But we're pleased that we arrested him.
Yeah, them man. Look at them man I need. And them man I listen to, man. I listen to other people, man. When me see, when them come down, back on that foolish garbage. Them man not catch people for go beat you up and thump you up and do that kind of thing. Them just move you out of the society. If you're dangerous, we're going to set some trap for you and hold you and move you out of the society. See? We love them kind of thing. And when we see this, it keep the kids them safe and everything. Them know what going. So them set up them sting operation and them do them thing. Them not them fire and shot them shooting them one of them. Eh? Them do no. But you know, say you go to prison. You go to prison. You saw them man at work? Eh? Alright. Look on this.
I'm going to tell you about a trafficker. It's not often we arrest traffickers at the undercover site, but we did. And normally when we arrest traffickers at the undercover site, it's a male. Let me introduce you to Tiffany Nash. She was the trafficker of a young lady. Tiffany's 32 years of age. Why she's not been busy committing crime, because she has 61 previous criminal charges, 41 of them felonies and 20 as misdemeanors. She's the manager of the Kentucky Fried Chicken in Orlando. Now, I just don't believe I'd want any finger-licking good chicken that she touched.
So you see the kind of people them we do this in a Jamaica. The kind of people them do this stuff to kids. Them the whole one. Them go go in a ghetto. Me say you have done query them, let him go. The kind of kids them in a ghetto. The kind of things them do these things to kids in a ghetto. The little kids, the little boys and girls. Them not touch none. Them let them go when them have them. See? I just the little ghetto youth them trample pan. That's why you know so Jamaica now go right. It go back to the caveman age. See? You saw them catch them, you see the kind of work with them do and everything. You see it? Yeah, man. Empress, me see it, and Louise up. Zeta Branky, me see it too. Yeah, man. Yes, you see this? So she have work, they say that's okay. She not do this. Them just lay them all them set for them trap. You drop in that and them boy you. Them the business boy you. Whether you are past judge or thing, just watch this.
Just saying. What she does is she would set up the deal. And then she would force this young lady, this victim, to come along. This deal was for $300. If this lady were lucky, she would get $20. So the lady, the victim, Ubered over, followed by Tiffany to make sure that the deal went right, and Tiffany got her money.
Yeah.
As soon as we took the victim down, ostensibly for an arrest, this wonderful team determined she's a victim. So she's not criminally charged, and she's not up here on this board because she's immediately turned over and treated as a victim, not a criminal suspect in an event. So Tiffany's been charged with human trafficking, deriving proceeds, possession of cocaine, possession of meth, possession of paraphernalia, and guess what? She's not managing the Kentucky Fried Chicken place today. She's in our county jail. And we don't.
Look what she does. She manager to something, and look what she can get $20. And look much charge what it up on her. What criminal look. Oh, them look. Them know if you plot them out that thing and balance the thing, man. You can't hide, man. See?
Serve finger-licking good chicken there. The victim has been turned over for services. Then we have Daniel Peters,
Backside.
66 years old. He thought he was coming for a girlfriend experience, kind of a date. He went on an escort site. Oh, can I show you the other picture of Daniel Peters? This is the Honorable Daniel Peters, who is a retired judge from Cook County, Illinois, or the Dishonorable Judge Peters from...
When you hear me for rewind that, oh, me think I'm me alone say dishonorable. Oh, yeah, man just tell you about it. All right. You see it, me not call Jamaica about most honorable, them dishonorable. Retired judge. In a Jamaica, you never see a retired judge or not like this get old. When me I call him dishonorable and I think a joke, see, I'm gonna call him dishonorable. Him dishonorable for you. This, yeah man, rewind that. You see this too? In a Jamaica, you can't have none of them judge, then none of them big liar, none of them now go prison, no boy from PSOJ. Me burn them. Me rather a society like this because if me, that means you think 10 ways, you know. Me not cross the line, me not speed, me not want a speeding ticket, me just a live. Like free as a bird. Cause me not break no law. Nobody, you can't trouble, you get lawsuit. See? That's how I want to live. You can't trouble me, you get lawsuit, me not break no law. Me just not break no law. And then that knowing me personally, me just want to live and all right. See? See? But when you look on all them man, look there. You saw that easy for catch? It's a judge this. Can you imagine how much people in push where? Eh? Them all him. Me have to go play about that. Eh? 66 Baltimore look wow, judge. Eh? Let me hear him.
Suspect in an event. The Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No more chicken.
66 years old. He thought he was coming for a girlfriend experience, kind of a date. He went on an escort site. Oh, can I show you the other picture of Daniel Peters? This is the Honorable Daniel Peters, who is a retired judge from Cook County, Illinois, or the Dishonorable Judge Peters from Cook County, Illinois. And when we were doing our follow-up investigation to validate all of this, what did we find out? He also retired from the Cook County Sheriff's Office, according to him. That's right. He said he was a special assistant in legal affairs, and he worked, are you ready for this? In the Office of Professional Regulations, where he was the director. You're kidding me, right? No, I'm not kidding you. As my old daddy would have said, that's a known fact. He said, quote, I've been on the other side of this. Well, I'd like to ask him today, so which side do you like best? Now that you have been the prosecutor, you've been the judge, you've been at the state attorney's office, and now you're the defendant. So we locked him up in the county jail.
Yeah.
He says he lives in Palos Hills, Illinois. He requested an attorney. Well, Judge, you need an attorney. You got problems. He went to the jail.
Well, I show them how in a real society at work. That judge them go up on site and everything. You see it? Pastor, and them have other things. Eh? In a Jamaica, you think in a Jamaica them that hold anything like this?
Nothing like this, man. It's never happened before.
No, them not do it.
There's no history. There's no history in Jamaica with them a whole like all nasty rollery. You know? So we want to know if it not going to change.
You know that we are fight for. When them here we are talking about them most things are joke thing. If you break the law, you face the consequences. When you have like
you know the funny thing?
Yes.
Every time they do with them sister, them drunk girls start get locked up, you know. Them are going to change though.
That is it. But no, none of them up there so you can't change. You can't touch them. You have to send to the DPP. Them man not send to anybody. Them go and lock you up.
Brother, are you alone? You look for in the whole thing. Are you alone talk about them and this, you know?
Me know. Remember say them me not do tabloid and them just talk about dead people and all one bag of foolishness. Drunk up fly and one bag of crap shit. And that them they don't want, you know. But me they are different. We want to change Jamaica. We want enough of them go to prison. You understand? Stop your bogus thing. Can you imagine this that judge? Me have to play him the clip it again. You hear? Can you imagine much people him send to prison? Him know better than this.
But you see the man draw your line. Dishonorable.
Dishonorable. And that me I tell you, that me have to rewind it again. Well on there.
No, I'm not kidding you. As my old daddy would have said, that's a known fact. He said, quote, I've been on the other side of this.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to ask him today, so which side do you like best? Now that you have been the prosecutor, you've been the judge, you've been at the state attorney's office, and now you're the defendant. So we locked him up in the county jail. He says he lives in Palos Hills, Illinois. He requested an attorney. Well, Judge, you need an attorney. You got problems. He went to the jail in Polk County.
Nobody no bigger than jail.
And the brother don't care about lock up anything at all.
Yeah,
Then
man.
there's Richard Jackson.
Look at now.
He thought he was coming for sex. This guy wouldn't be particularly interesting out of the group. He lives in Orlando, but he worked at a family amusement park called the Fun Spot around children,
On children.
around a lot of people. So we thought it's worthy for people to know, if you go to the Fun Spot, if they still employ him, you need to know that he will do illegal things for money. And then there's Nelson Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got this thing going with with food restaurants. He is a manager of a restaurant as well,
Yeah, there.
Cracker Barrel in Altamont Springs. He's married.
Married.
He's worried as well because he's here on a work visa from Honduras. He thought he was coming to have sex. Now, he lives in our county, but obviously he hasn't got the message yet. You know why he said he did this? Are you ready for this? He had an argument with his wife. So he decided that I'll just go have an event with a prostitute. I bet his wife's not happy. I'm just guessing. He's arrested. And we don't serve Cracker Barrel at the jail, so he won't have to worry about seeing delicious food, only nutritious food.
Yeah, this. Well, and there. Yeah, what I'm saying, him don't have to see delicious food, only nutritious food in the jail. In a Jamaica, now you see dirty, rotten food. Dirty, nasty, thinking, rotten food. You see the food when we show them in a Jamaica? You see the man them have to use piscal. The man said nutritious food. The delicious, nutritious.
Yeah,
They don't have the nutritious food in Jamaica. Maybe see that one here. You see what of them pick out one time though? Who want pass and who want lick a pitney? Oh, me not say agintai. I may play it for say me say agintai in this.
And them have some other little one down there, you know, where them job, you know, it seems like I could go on and molest little girls, you know, some little picnic and some man. So, like I said, the blue pill man, them, you know.
Yes, man.
And them own the job of to go molest people, little picnic, give little money, and them said them no want a big woman, you know, because the school kid, them don't go on lunch money and all them thing there, you know.
Yeah,
some little
man.
drunk,
Pay 13. Then see the 14-year-old as a baby. Pay 13 and 12-year-old and, you know, and all them kind of little thing there, you know. 15.
And you know,
And then there's James Compton. He's 42. He's a graphic designer.
They're not interested in that, you know.
Because they're going to pass it on himself.
He wanted to have all kinds of
They
sex.
don't want the plate read of them, you know.
Yeah.
Them go get caught up in it.
True, man. Yo, them things are sweet when we watch them, you know, because when Agintai watch them things, you know, I say, that's why I still want to, yeah, because we want to hold you. Well, look at film picture come up.
And he wouldn't be particularly interesting, except for the fact his 17-year-old son was refereeing a youth soccer game across the street. Hey, I guess he just got tired, right? Let's see. My son's refereeing this youth soccer tournament. I don't have anything to do. I think I'll go across the street and have sex with a prostitute.
I'll pass.
There's you, an all-American dad. So he has a criminal history back in 1998 for lewd battery.
You hear that? Them are doing criminal record. Keep it.
So the night's wrapping down. We have arrested this child predator who resists us and runs, so we have to tase him. And as is our protocol, when you tase someone, you have an ambulance run an EKG strip to make sure everything's all right. So we have to call an ambulance to the scene, and a fire truck shows up. We've got another undercover deal, cooking. So our undercover people try to blow off the deal. Hey, we'll do it tomorrow. Here's the deal. There was a guy by the name of Seth Phillips and Christina Garrett coming from Bradenton. Christina is Seth's girlfriend. Follow this now. coming from Bradenton, where they're to be paid $1,000 to have sex with two undercover people. They think this is going to be $1,000 in their pocket. They're going to have sex. Going to be a great evening. However, Seth left his wife at home while he shows up with his girlfriend. So he gets in the area. We have the guy resist. Now we got to have the fire trucks there and the ambulance and the EKG strips. So we text, our undercovers text and say, hey, the cops are here. Told them the truth. Ambulance is here, fire trucks here. We'll do it tomorrow night. Seth, who's a former Marine and a Lyft driver, is not happy. So here's what he says. I'm mad. I've come all the way over here for $1,000, and now you're blowing me off. You are going to pay me $100 for the ball of meth. You are going to pay me $500 for the cancellation. If not, you better have a lot of friends with guns and a chopper.
Wow.
You'll sleep well if you pay knowing that the boogeyman won't come. And then he continued to threaten.
Boogeyman too.
And guess what? He showed up. That's right. The ambulance had cleared out. Fire trucks had cleared out. We'd shut the operation down for the night. The detectives were in the house. When they noticed on the camera, a car pulls up. This guy gets out of the car along with Christina. He does not walk to the house. He sprints to the house, gun in hand.
Yeah.
You see where this is going. So our detectives, who are simply the very best, they say to themselves, Self, we think we ought to have a gun, since this guy has just arrived gun in hand. We open the door with 4 of our guys with guns, and he's got a gun above his head. He's coming down with his gun. Christina saves his life by jumping in front of him. He puts the gun in his waistband, so we don't know if he's bringing it down to point it at us or he's counting 4 guns and he brings it down to put. It is that close to a shooting. Microseconds. We take him into custody. He's charged with 4 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm, attempted robbery, possession of meth, extortion by threat. Christina's charged with prostitution and possession of heroin. And he made the statement during the interview. He became totally cooperative at this point and said, you would have been right to shoot me. Well, I appreciate his understanding of the gravity of the situation. But because our detectives did exactly what was right, and because Christina got in the way, and she gets credit as well for him being alive today, because this was a very tough situation.
You hear that?
It is.
You hear that? Because him said them a fear one watch up and I start, I don't know, say police. And run with them gun and buck up 4 gun. Him a put it back for put it in him waist, you know. But you can't carry down your hand. And she jump and you still them not shoot up for Jamaica. For me run with the gun at the door, then shoot up and do all kind of things. 4 guns one just back him up in the door and be a gun pan you no make sense. Better you fling with your gun. For Jamaica, you're dead. You understand? You hear a good man, blah, 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 blah. Them want him and them want everything with him because them want to pluck them out. Them want other things from him. See? A matter of fact, let me show you them. Let me show you them man in a ramp now. Look here. Look here. Look how the man in a ramp. Look here. Look how the man in a ramp.
Good morning, everyone.
Now show
Thank
Google
you for
real
being
police.
with us today. On the first day of employment at the sheriff's office, and we hire once a month, I meet with the men and women, and I said I expect you to be honest, ethical, and moral all the time.
Yeah, that's.
I expect you.
Google, we expect you to be honest, moral, and things all the time. Yeah, ethical and morals all the time. But no, you fling monkey winch all the time. So people have to be careful. We play about this. Never play it back, man.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being with us today. On the first day of employment at the sheriff's office, and we hire once a month, I meet with the men and women, and I said I expect you to be honest, ethical, and moral all the time.
All the time.
I expect you to treat people like you'd want your mother treated.
Good.
And if you do that, you'll have a wonderful career here.
Good.
And then I go on to explain that.
I heard the beginning. You treat people like you want your mom or your dad to be treated, or your grandmother, yeah?
Yes.
No, and a joke. That's not a joke. That's a big, big thing, brother. Because okay, your mom, you know want nobody. You understand what I say? If you do that, you're good. Yeah, man.
You know, if you work for a fast food restaurant and they catch you sliding pizzas out the back door to their friends, they will terminate your employment and run you off.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a difference. If we find you violating the law at the sheriff's office, we will also terminate your employment, but we will lock you up in the county jail. We're held to a higher standard. You can't police a community if you don't hold yourself to a higher standard than you expect of the people from the community.
You hear that, Google? You hear what I'm saying? Or if you police a community, if you follow, they said to higher standard, and that is true. And just this what we are talking about, brother. Yeah.
Then I look at them and I say,
21 Street.
And that again, I the trouble that, Hear this.
Do you understand what I said? And I have them all say, yes, sir, I understand. These folks forgot. They forgot what they were taught. They obviously didn't pay any attention to my warning. And as a result, we locked these 3 deputies up on Friday night.
Can you imagine the deputy in your own station, in your own thing, and you lock them up? Eh? Why? In Jamaica, no, them not lock them up. Hear this.
And here's how it started. These 3 folks were on our crime suppression team. We were receiving complaints and actually fears of gang activity and narcotics activity in the community, and they were sent there to try to keep the community safe, stop the narcotics dealing, and as a result, break up the gang activity. While patrolling
capture it, them just break it up. Not gang activity, break it up. You see
in the Winter Haven or the Central District area, they came upon a suspect who ran a red light, John Rosinski, who has been with us for about 3.5 years, stopped the vehicle. He was backed up by Jamal Lawson and Garrett Cook. When they stopped, they asked for permission to search the vehicle, which was denied, which is traditionally what our suspects do. We called a K-9. The K-9 did a search and alerted to drugs. They searched the vehicle and they found in the trunk of the vehicle marijuana and alprazolam, controlled substances. So they arrested the suspect. And in the suspect's pocket, it was a female. She had more marijuana in small quantities and $723.
723.
When they wrote in their affidavit to put her in jail, and John Rosinski was the arresting deputy, they wrote that they seized a large quantity of cash. So they wrote it in the arrest affidavit, and they also wrote it in their initial report. So this was on the 21st of December. They take the suspect to jail. They have a day off. They come back to work on the 23rd 23rd of December, where John writes his report and he processes evidence and he puts several pieces of evidence into property and evidence. But they don't put any cash, any money into property and evidence. What the three of them talk about on the 23rd is, the money's missing. They counted it, all three of them at some point in time counted the money and determined it was $723. And then I'll fast forward to the investigation. Rosinski said Lawson had the money. Lawson said he didn't have the money. Rosinski had the money, and Garrett Cook said I never had the money, but they all admitted counting the money.
Count it.
So they decided on the 23rd of December, we've really got a problem here. We're missing money. We've lost the $723.
People, let me stop there, so eyes on the file. Remember, the man them the last 500 million barrel of oil, what about the 5 billion, $723, brother. Them the last much million from education ministry. $723. Look what happened to them. Look on this.
They decided at that point what they would do is they would all kick in and replace the money, which is inappropriate, by the way.
Not appropriate, yeah?
Criminal.
But they never did. And they did not go to their supervisor and say, we lost the money. So time goes on. Rosinski even has a conversation and says, I'm afraid before this is over with, I'm going to get arrested for theft. So they still do nothing.
Now
let's advance into March, when our suspects' felony charges are reduced to misdemeanor possession of marijuana. Once that happens, our suspect calls property and evidence and said, hey, I'd like to have my cell phone and my money back. She said it was somewhere under $730. She didn't know exactly how much. Property and evidence refers her back to the district and to the supervisors where the event occurred. She calls and talks to what we call the RID, Regional Intake Detective. That detective was filling in actually for the RID detective, and she said, look, I would like my money back. So he looks, he pulls up the reports, and he says, we'll get back to you. He calls Rosinski and says, I don't see any money here. Rosinski gets panicked. Rosinski starts talking to his buddies, and I'm giving you the 30,000-foot view because, and you can see in the press release, they have different versions of this conversation. In the meantime, Rosinski also calls down to P&E, Property and Evidence. The Property and Evidence lady goes, no, there's no mention of any money in any of that property and evidence that was seized and ultimately we have. But the Property and Evidence lady went forward and searched all around to see if maybe a piece of evidence got logged by mistake under the wrong case number, and she found none. And then Rosinski says, when he called the lady at P&E, he said, call me back on your personal cell phone. So
Right.
they had this conversation.
Yeah,
And he said, did anybody hear you talking to me? Just forget this conversation occurred. She hangs the phone up and she says to herself, that doesn't sound right. So she goes to her sergeant.
You hear them people right though? That not Jamaica. Him say, call me upon my cell phone. Don't bother talk, so we talk. And she say, that's all right. She go to her sergeant. You see them thing that work? Them police at Jamaica too dishonest. They want to do these things. You understand? Clean up the place. You see it? Watch this.
Her sergeant goes to Rosinski's sergeant. Rosinski's sergeant calls him in and goes, what is this all about? The money. Don't worry about it, Sarge. We got it covered. I'm writing a supplement report.
And the next thing more you listening, you know, teach him say a sergeant, you go to a sergeant. In a Jamaica, the sergeant, them treat them like them and nobody, you know. They soup them, you know. And corporal, you know, you have people work under you, so you have to come to them. And I say it work. Them have constable at this sergeant. I'm on this this sergeant. I'm on this some inspector too. The soup in charge. Jamaica is a gangster force, brother. Me not ask. Too much criminal, man.
Sergeant says, stop. I don't know what you're talking about, but stop what you're doing. Everybody did what was right when it came to their attention by our suspect, who is now the victim of a theft. But these three folks. So our Rosinsky sergeant gets with his supervision. We start a criminal investigation immediately. This all happens from last Monday. Last Monday's when the lady made the initial request for her money back. We do an investigation, and our detectives and supervisors are simply the very best, did what they were supposed to do. When they saw something that wasn't right, they immediately investigated. And within 5 days of this being first brought to our attention and us sorting through and talking to the supervisors and the P&E and completing an investigation, on Friday night, we locked all three of these deputies up. Now, I can tell you I've been...
Well, I know, but you see it, if I go through for you about DPP and pass ruling, them say, in 5 days, by them the water what them lock the tree, and them deputy in and them lock them up. You know, get that so easy. Nine of Jamaica. Remember, you know, a man here book like a Google. You hear him talk straight, you hear my book and I talk about, I get a piece of paper, come in, and I'm one bag of foolishness. The man I tell you how it is. And I show him the miss. Eh?
The man is serious, man.
Eh? Jano, look at now.
With the sheriff's office.
And look how we can free rural read.
And that them at me, yes, them I try to do, you know. Yeah, man, me hear it, you know. Soon talk about
my entire adult life. And from memory, I can only remember 2 other occasions in almost 50 years where we've arrested more than one deputy at a time, and that was, both of those occasions were back in the 1970s.
Yeah, fireman.
This is the first time ever that we criminally charged 3 deputies. And it wasn't just for the event, it was for the cover-up.
Yeah.
They attempted a cover-up, and they all 3 committed criminal charges or criminal violation of Florida statutes. Let it be clear that I commend everyone from the suspect who made the initial report to the property and evidence lady who said this call's not right.
Him commend the suspect who made the report that the woman who them find the weed pan. To the property lady. You see it different? Them that just run out. She can't shut up, boom, 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 take away your money. Maybe I'll shoot it to if you talk. In a Jamaica. I'm not joking, man. Just hear this.
To the supervisors on the ground when they first became aware, to the investigating supervisors and command staff for doing the right thing, because that's what we do here, the right thing. If this group of people had done the right thing, we would have done the right thing. They did the wrong thing, we still did the right thing. We locked them up in jails where they belong.
Yeah.
So let me give you some background. As a result of this horrific, totally illegal, in violation of all the policies, conduct.
Well, Jamaica, them break every policy. And nobody now do this. Remember, you know, them do this at just 700. Remember, if you split up that with 3 of them, how would that work? 700 and not even 750, so you could have given them 250 each. Or 731. It's all less than that. See? It's all less than 250 each. If you give them, you know, that'd be 750 if you give them 250 each. $731. Yes, $731. Yes, still. Every case where them do, you might look back to them. Look here.
Yeah.
Everything else of them work. Them can't be trusted. Look here.
We will go back to each of these folks and audit every report they ever wrote that dealt with an arrest or seizure of any property.
And
It will take us some period of time. And here's my promise to the community, and here's my promise to these three folks. If we find evidence of any other criminal event, we will go back to your house and we will arrest you again and we will put you in jail. At this point in time, obviously, we've not had time to do that audit because we were working all week long on arresting them in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But we took this a step further. Command staff from the sheriff's office, supervisors from the sheriff's office, contacted the state attorney's office and requested that the criminal charges against the suspect be dropped because we can't vouch for their credibility any longer.
Yeah. But you're still in a Jamaica, your police. I say, boy, me shoot, me tell lie on you, you know, and lock you up, and me know hear nothing about it. Me see on camera down south, man I say, boy, I go suck him on, and me shoot you on camera, just make me catch you with gun. Me see one, hey boy, what you know about me? Hey boy, me catch you, I kill, hey boy, you can't believe this? You hear this?
Hey, the one with saying I go shoot the man, he should have been arrested, you know.
Of course, I'm more than one say that. The one that say it up at port and one more say it when the youth them say him sick, you know, him come up to the man and tell them about them mother. You forget that one there too? Happy that them go away.
And them forget dismissed from the force.
And then forget charge. You forget charge, your police, you have the means to kill people. And by the way, you murder somebody, you know, it's not a revenge because you're dead too. So if it's 10 years, 20 or 30 more years, 8 years, or even 40, you're going dead same way.
Correct.
So make them stay there, man.
We also promised to the state attorney's office that we would audit their case reports and the cases they've made, and certainly that will be a decision by the state attorney's office as to whether they accept their testimony on any pending cases.
Pending cases.
But I am mad beyond words that these three folks have impugned their reputation, and more importantly, of the other 1,000+ deputies that work here with their criminal conduct. I'm going to request, when I have a conversation with our state attorney, that if there's any negotiated pleas, it all requires them to spend some period of time in jail. In Polk County vernacular, I'm pissed. They know it. I want the community to know it.
The community, you hear the man attack?
We've also made arrangements through our now victim to not only drop the charges, but we will be working with our legal affairs department and our finance department to give her money back.
You might give her money back. Drop the charge.
And certainly we'll go back as part of any criminal prosecution on them to try to get us reimbursed. We don't know where the money is. We highly suspect that one of the three of them stole it, that it was never lost. We think that's just a lie along the way. But which of the three of them ultimately got the money, we don't know. It appears to us from everything we can put together from all of these convoluted stories that John Rosinski was the last one with the money before it disappeared. And you just don't lose $723 in small bills.
In small bills, that means enough for me. No man, I eat that. $5.
So I'm pretty hot about that, as you can well imagine. Well, Michaela Butler, who's 25 and a detention deputy, she decides to go to some kind of an event over the weekend down south with some friends, and she gets arrested for DUI. She's a detention deputy. She was driving erratically on State Road 31 in DeSoto County. She ran off of the roadway. She crossed back over the center line, and a deputy from DeSoto County stopped her. I applaud the deputy for enforcing the law and taking her into custody for driving under the influence.
Under the influence. Well, I never just stop this people. You see, Jamaica, them have run by Jamaica police station, you know. Them have bar in there. She a drive under the influence. Them drink. Enough of them a rum tree before them touch road, the rifle and them thing there.
I wonder if them still have them bar.
Them have them, man. Them have them like them canteen and a bar. Them have bar same way, man. And them enough of them just stop and go drink same way and go bar and with pan them work. Them just go drink. Some of them go take them blue pill and go back. Some of them go back road too, you know. Yeah, man, them they all about, man. Probably where you must mash up, but them have a little thing around there where they go same way. The same way the soldier catch the one there and shoot him and run out of the vehicle, left him. Left him. You remember them say it wasn't a female, you know. It wasn't a female, yeah. Same run left him, you know. Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes, you know, him dead and must buck up some testicles, so him shoot him and run, you know. Yeah, the soldier, yeah. In a own car, I remember run a pally ride, run them place in New Kingston. Yeah, him buck up is a female, and then they must say, I go on with them thing and buck up some testicle, so can I get him off and them shoot the individual and run.
You're confused.
Yeah.
Confused.
So in confused. You know,
confused.
Like in confused. He would, you know. Straight him.
Start, you know, carry and you know.
Come on. Yeah, man. Well, I know. When we reach, because them lock her up, you know. When we reach, him lock up she. Come here, you must say yes,
some kind of an event over the weekend down south with some friends, and she gets arrested for DUI. She's a detention deputy. She was driving erratically on State Road 31 in DeSoto County. She ran off of the roadway. She crossed back over the center line, and a deputy from DeSoto County stopped her. I applaud the deputy for enforcing the law.
No, man. Traveling. Yeah. Traveling one. Yeah, I wonder if them never have two them not get enough. I wonder if two them not have enough money. No, but it wouldn't be the money because I remember, you know, you have, if you get PS in, if you get paid if you go do something. I remember some of them, you know, some people all right. Let me just put it away here. You have some people live by paycheck and them not going to do that. You see me answer, and this are true.
Yeah.
Saying? So we want to compare this because money at the value or what have you. Because if you come take a job more than you have no job and you get some pay, they say, you know, if you do what you do still. You understand? Most likely sometimes them have people overseas and them get help out same way. Remember them have brother and sister, them come from ghetto, you know. Them just want to do what them do. Because you have some people, when they get them pay, me know police, when them get them pay, them go home with 14 grand.
Yeah.
Because two them borrow and do. Them police, I respect them. Because let me show you, enough people are so, don't know, I'm not them, but not listen to me, but not serious note. You may respect them now. Them, to survive, them spend before them get them check. So them go and them borrow. But them not, remember them have the gun, them have the will, them have the power same way, you know. Yeah. We ain't trusted upon every other police, you know. But them now come rob you, them now diss you. Yeah. And you know, see them with no stripe now, because them, if them reach sergeant or when them all fat, when them nearly 6 to backside. Sometimes they get a little 1 stripe and 2 stripe, and we look 40 years when I have them out to retire. Then I get nothing else. We do reach inspector. The good one, them keep them down. One time them used to rise in around, but now, you know, at the bad one them up there, so them do them train some other one and draw them and put them in the spot. When you see the woman them go up in the spot now, you know, say skin to skin, you know. Yeah, man. Cause some of them can't. Yeah, some woman no come on now, they not train. Them not train, they can't do police work. Me not ask. And then when you look them a soup and senior soup and thing and like, you know. You understand that, well, you have second-hand smoke and thing. But you have some of them don't know what they do. Them just go in at some book and come to some little book. You see me I say? You know,
Yeah, but do man to start sue them, you know.
Yeah?
Do man them to start sue the drunk them, you know.
Do man them to sue them, because them use them and them put them in a position. Them have them wife and them thing there, you know. And them woman have them husband, so sometimes them man have to carry in two look shirt and thing for them husband and them thing. They can't remember them can't make them know, you know. You understand? You that call it jacket in them, I not say that. I say them can't two look marina or give them husband. You understand what I say, people? Yeah, man. They carry a marina and a short sleeve shirt, sometimes a long sleeve one, and thing go give them husband, you know. You understand? Who them live with, because remember, you know, at the commissioner shirt still, you know. Really, you know, them just get the shirt. You understand? Commission, it cut for fit, you know, but it not fit them good, you know. Then get a shirt and get a little, you know, a little, sometimes a body blouse or something. Find them put it on them, no say it not fit them, you know. But them still wear it. You understand? Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some gangs and them thing, that some turtleneck shirt. Yeah, the woman police, because them want going at the position. This is how Jamaica run like a whole house. But tell me what, two man in the wilderness, you know, renegade, you know, me just tell them the truth. And it come out. One time when me say it coming like a taboo, you know. You can't say this, but it's true. It's true. You know, more want to see police like this. Me no mind say me do something, lock me up. But you can't lock me up because when me say you know like it and me have, so you say, oh, me target loan some. Like look at hermaphrodite. Yeah, but the honorable, dishonorable. See the man that come say it now. You see me on top, but you see it with the judge.
Man, pirate lyrics, man.
Yeah, man, him come say it, man, with the judge, but dishonorable. It's sweet, man. Yeah? Dishonorable. Enough for them dishonorable. Look here.
And taking her into custody for driving under the influence.
You hear that?
She is suspended pending investigation, and obviously if our investigation supports their investigation, that's also a termination event.
Yeah, termination and that to drink. Eh?
I've said it a lot. I'll say it again. We enjoy trust from this community.
Yes.
Because we hold our deputies accountable and to a higher standard.
Yes.
I appreciate the fact that our deputies and supervisors and employees, support staff, as soon as they got information about wrongdoing, they brought it to our attention, and we're always going to do the right thing. And this is one more exception, or one more example of doing the right thing. So with that, do you have any questions?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, no man, I respect that man. I chew them man, I don't know. Hey, the sheriff, them sheriff, before I can't put my show, you know, I forget a sheriff for my show, you know. So I need a sheriff for my show, I never forgot to talk to you know. You know. Yeah, man. Them people me like talk to you know and feel good, you know. You get some feel, man. You see, like, all right, like, let me show you something. I'm in a partial neither. It's like come mother look and nasty thinking better. Me born that I run it with you, you know. Because me no ramp the way, you know. Me no ramp that might look for me and move, man. You understand? Long time we want to run it with you know, but you know, your mother alive, you know. We run it for a long time anyway. But like my mother not about now, that make it worse. Keep away. Your sister is not around no more. You understand? Rest in peace, yeah, ma'am. You understand? Because we know, my family are with me, you know, they can't trick me, you know. Say, you know, so we not pet nothing. We not pet people for you, man. neither daddy boy never pet people neither, man. I said, come on. See? Yeah, I mean, I pet nobody, man. I not pet people none time, man. I said, good, just run through the blood, you know. You understand? From me believe in a wrong, you know, right, you know. You can't wrong and strong, you know. But all the JCF run, the JCF, all right, so everything we hear about the JCF, all right, let me show you the JCF run. Man take with the gun, them and everything from Manchester Road, right? The big man right up at Sterling Castle there, where them call Reggie, him lose him work because him did that oversee the thing, them, you know. And the sergeant under him, but him that retire. They're not Christian, you know, them man that Christian, just nice police and them thing, you see? And him know that retire. You know, they say, Kawagwan. Should the one that were a thief, because civilian did work there too, you know. Enough people work there, you know. But it a run slack that you can go there, you know. The bigger man that trust you for do the right thing, and you go there and you're a thief and I say it to criminal. So every bullet, when you get like 11,000 bullet from a guy, if you give him 1 ACR bullet, you give him 11,000 years better. 10,000 plus, that's 600 and 10,000 plus. Plus you have a 600 where you go get and an next 300, 900. So you're 11,000 something. If you just give him 1 year, see me, 11,000 years, the man come out of them 9 big house and live good at the man right now.
Yeah.
You get 19 guns, some people say around 50 guns, plus him sell more before that. Remember another first time I go there, you know. So if them did do investigation like them, share like them man, you'd just cut some deal with who you wall, and then you'd hear how much him carry over all if 100 or 200. The amount of gun that stored down in the army, you know how much gun, how much shot. Let me tell you this. Them a fight at a war and me I tell you this. Police, we know so when they carry more than 50,000 round in another war. Me not ask you. Because police step on 2 sides in a better. See? But might tell them mention it. So we know soldier them a fight while soldier involved. Soldier carry gun over camp go fix and carry it out back in a better. And then that's so of course. Of course. See? Tell me I tell you man. You see?
True, man.
When you say them gonna when you say them that run him out of Jamaica, him just want now man, you see, if you have a police like this, Alan, run him out of Jamaica, them man see what you talk about. My member say if them man, you get a man like, oh yeah, run a man like this in Jamaica, when you look everything line up on the country like this. Oh yeah, run him out. If you get a man like him that this the place are clean. Cause feds are very criminal and all kind of things, so you know it go already. Can remember, you know, them are look out for them place too, you know. You see me I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You see me I say?
Real. That's exactly what I'm about.
Yeah, man. But no, the constable force want change. Because you see, let me tell you now, you see the cluster, the small 5 man in a station we know each other, and the 10 man and the 6 man, it breed a lot of crime in a better. It breed a lot of crime because you have less eyes seen what going on in there.
Yeah,
So if a man in there, if a 2 woman in there, them shake off and give all kind of little things and do everything. Then turn the station and overhouse. You go to station at night, it lock up.
I rape that, you know.
It lock up. You understand the station lock, you know? You think a shop you go wait till the morning it open.
I understand that.
Then go sleep, them lock it up. See? So that but you want like how them a precinct and thing, you want a big station, 200 police. So you don't know each other like that, you know. And we can't take any team. We don't just put a team where you work with every day, and we think say you get used. Because we watch you, and every man watch every man, you know. You understand? We now make a squad work with them just train together and then come right up like when our brother and sister and them thing. We now do that, you know. Squad pick up for squad, watch your badge number, we now mix it up, so you know. You see me I say? Eh? So if you have bigger station, like them that's 100 man, if you have more than that, you have more than them kind of station there, and then you have patrol car go out. If you have the car, then if you do undercover work. If you do undercover work. You agree with me, sir? Them need more undercover work. Them people do less killing and lock up your backside and get 100 years. And it's sweet me. Can you imagine, all right? You're man, you know, right? And you have you know them boy like bathing in a champagne and like so boy me have 4 girls I road and 5 baby mother and run up and dog and feed bigger me have make car them and big screen TV and when you look at them grab and by your backside they live big life and when you look them give you 80 years. You know have no more woman I road, you know.
True.
You're 30, you're 40 and them give you 80 years and you have to do all 60 and them never without parole. Your life done, you know. You know, no woman on road. You know, go see you with them. You know, come back on road. That alone a plane in your head, you know. So, you can live in a cell now. A good thing in Jamaica, where you have some peace girl. Yeah, well, you have a toilet. You have a toilet where you can go and, you know. So, Annie Palmer, you are live now. But you sit down and think, so, boy, we have a nice lady on the road. And you can know you live with Annie Palmer. That alone mash up, you know. No man, no most man. Annie Palmer and 10 kids. Eh? Yeah, man. You in the cell, you are Annie Palmer and 10 kids. 10. 80 years, yeah, though. Eh? That man I get 30 years. I'm going at that for 30 years, brother. Oh, that work, man. Eh? You are not the power man, but you look at them man, they know put out some little poster girl. You know have no, you can't get, you know have no freedom. That I don't mash you up, brother.
You can't represent. You cannot represent.
You see me I say? Them man they have any power. You can't get the blue pill, you know, but you have any power, man. Eh? Say lady, I wait for you till when you come out, because you're 14 and you get 80 years. So she sit down and wait for you till when you're 120 and come out. She wait for you. You know come out. You might not come out. You know come out alive. And then she wait for you and say, I wait for you. Them get 80. Let me tell you this. Not even Mandela did there and he might fight for the whole place and Jano. We feed it for him. And when Mandela come out, you know, and feel nice and win it. Struggle with Mandela 27 years. And Mandela going to win it. When they say, no. Mandela, remember, 27. See a younger studier, you know. You want some blue pill. It must have poor Mandela. Can't wife this with them kids. But remember a long time, them like 27 years, you know. Eh? So when you do a Mandela and Mandela come out and say, yeah, man. Him there, you know, because, you know, he must say, boy, Andy Palmer, I'm going to give Andy Palmer everything, you know. You know? You can't Mandela seize up now like bearings, you know. You know, bearings, you know, put in a cat. You know, well seize up. Well seize up now, 27 years, you know. You understand? If Andy Palmer help him out a little bit, you know. You know? Yeah, man, and they'll come out and say, yeah. And then them come out with blue pill, because I'm going before blue pill out, you know. The Mandela go win it, say, no, young stud. It's a young stud, yeah. It mash up Mandela heart, man. You see what I say?
Sure, man.
Yeah. Because when my king said 27 years, we need to sit down there and wait for him. Eh? He could have gone in the bedroom. In the camera, and say, no, man, to prepare something over there, you know. And the amount of bolt and like she put on her door, Mandela couldn't believe too much. Oh, God. 27 years. And I'm fight for freedom. Eh? For the South African people, you know, well, and the minority rule, so the majority, when I know themselves. You see it? So them thing they knock you more harder, brother. See it?
True, man.
All right, you see, like when they go down and them take a duty and give him 20 odd years now. Can you imagine him there know, you know, say, in the having lady and them say, yes, president and them thing there. You get 20 odd years in a prison by yourself, so you say, John, no. Eh? He must sit down and reflect back on himself. When you come out, you have 70 odd. When you have, eh?
You are making mess from that now.
No, you have, when me I tell them now, them have to make for it. Don't you just think about it? You do something and you go cross and a man say, and you look for your age and a man say, 50 years. Yeah, drop down.
That's true, man.
You know, I'm nothing again, brother. You see the man cuff your hand and foot and put in some orange jumper. You know, nothing. Eh?
And them can't cause like, what may I tell you?
Can I tell you what mankind enough people don't realize, eh? And this is a part of the mind. All right. So you're born and growing in a ghetto, right? And you come from the rural, right? You know you have river. You don't have no shower, you know, river, you go bed. You go school. You don't have no TV. Right? Wood fire. You catch a wood fire, but you're used to that, so that you're used to. No, you do some woman step up in a life where you gone in a, you know, and a Wackland dog or then you live in and you get your own bedroom now, and when you look at TV in your room, and you get a little laptop or something and everything. Let me tell you, if you lose that, it come like your head gone.
Sure.
Come back in the days when you have a TV, the big back. You remember the big back TV or big like Titanic?
Yeah, man.
Because we didn't have one, you know. You remember the big back TV, they were big like Titanic?
Yeah, man.
Itself. You remember it, don't it? All right. The big back TV, remember the tube, the thing, the tube, them in big, so, you know. And one of that blue, you know. And your TV, I forgot fix it, coming like, you want your head lick, you know. You don't know what to do to backside. You want it fixed quick. And I will tell, eh? One of them people, they used to, you know, you have some people come and used to go fix a TV. So when your TV do some one of the tube, them blow. Eh? And them have to go hunt that, you know, watch TV for 1 day or 2 days. It's like you know live.
Yeah, gone leave you.
Then well, when applies that now to a man now, but I've boy me I done, you know, I'm here run off the corner, you know, them call me when them want to call me at the dupes, and when you look at my woman I come to him, and when you look them a find him with eagle's feather, and when you look, you lock up in a wall now, in a feds place, and you get 60 years. You are Annie Palmer, and the 10 kids, eh? But you think boy, you say, but you know, she can't come in there, you know. You know, you said, you know. Give them that later, and they say that you don't even feel a little better, you know. But you know, later, and you say, all you sit down and say, but I wonder what she do now. She done gone, man. Maybe Papa gone, man. And she gone sports, and the next man gone around. So that mash up your head, because I can't think about it, you know. Yeah? Yeah, certain things mash up your head, because you don't have certain things again, you know. You understand? Eh? Yeah, man. You see me I say? So when you use them kind of things, that it deter a lot of people, you know. You have the hardcore one, them under them met and them thing. Well, through them now live for nothing already, them live for the street. You know, them are end up back again. We are fame. Because I remember for them girl that them met, you know, or them drugs, you know. You understand? So you know, so them the drugs when them now have it and them kick in, you know. When they call it relapse. When they kick in at certain things, eh? Yeah, and them can't catch certain thing, you know, so I worry them are a thief again or do something. And you know, because them want help, help, and all them go to prison, tell them still, but them no mind, man. The camel back, you call it camel back, they call it Titanic back. Them back at TV, them big like Titanic, man. You see? Yeah, man. See? That's, but I just part of life. If the police them start policing in Jamaica, stop the disrespect. You get just to serve police. You don't need to make a bag of nice and the boop up, man. Man commit a crime, commit against you, man. Work with the people, them, man. You understand? Can remember no care what, you know, remember and like the youth them come from outside, you know, so somebody's son, and somebody brother, or somebody cousin too. Maybe the man where you go for you know, say, are your father, brother, pick me. Are your father, sister, or somebody, or your cousin, because you don't know. Because I remember when to promote family morals at Jamaica, you know. We more promote family more than family morals. Because they don't know. Them don't know. Because I remember saying enough youth don't know them dad, you know.
Sure.
I remember enough young miss, you know, them don't know them baby father middle name, you know. It sound like a far-fetched, but I true me attack, you know. You say, where your baby father name? Oh, them call him Tarzan. Where him name? Where him come from? So if you go say, where mother name? They call her Miss B. What's your name? She don't name Miss B. Your baby father name Tarzan. So you get pregnant for your mother, you don't know him name. Tarzan. You want them call him Tarzan. Then, you know, then one time pan all way the man pan Sunday contact and hear them look for some people, them call some little strange name and them thing there. No middle name. No proper date of birth. You don't know the man father name, you don't know his mother name, no sister, no brother, nothing. What you pass on to your kids? You get more than one, but you don't know nothing about him same way. You see what I mean, system? Eh?
Yeah, it's a great system, and it's a cause a whole lot of...
It cause a lot of hurt, man. And the youth them bring themselves in the world, you know. So you know, blame the youth them, you know. So I don't blame the youth them, you know, brother. You see me, I say?
You see you use your phone and infiltrate some criminal activity.
Yeah, man.
I want to know why Gogo and them police force can do that and clean up the place. But they don't want to, because they're going to implement them, friend. And that's the problem.
Them can do it, you know. Them can do it, you know. Yeah, I think I see it, you know. Alan, I see it, man. Make sure it's one of them there. Yeah, man. Them can do it, you know. Yeah, man.
But why them afraid? Why
because too much big man, them in too much criminality. You can't, all right. So, all right. So this is number one, the first rule. You can't say you get elected, all right. If you're a businessman, you put certain thing in a trust or somebody else. Whether do somebody else, what them call it now, because somebody else will run your business to you. But you can't say you're a business, you're a politician. You're in a politics about 2, 3, 4 years. You never have nothing, you know. But you look now, you're in a politics, but look how corrupt. Remember break down the corruption phone. It's like how the man you go open thing now and carrying rice. Tough tongue. Alright. Like come carry rice. Some people might not look on it, but them not see the corruption big and nasty, you know, and forgot prison feet, you know. So you know as a minister, look how you compromise yourself now. Right? You an ex-minister in a film portfolio and gonna make you get the license, which that is a no-no. It can't be. Nepotism, cronyism, and them, it cannot be. Okay? You get the license. Remember, as a minister, you can apply for this. Even if you just leave it, it's not supposed to write neither. Yeah? You know, right? So you get them the rice you carry in. Who will buy it from you? If some private sector, them can come and say, boom, bam, and them do something for you. And you do something for them too, you know. Hey, me import this. You just take boom, bam, bam from me. Or you give me X amount of money, make me buy this then and then me will give you a waiver for $1 billion. Put up 200 million for me. So when I come out of politics, you owe me 200 million. You understand what I say? So if them start to do all of these things, corruption leading everywhere. You cannot buy rice, that means who are going to take the rice from you? The one of them wholesale and think them know so your rice, them are going to take it. Fair price. That means if me did I sell rice, females I sell before mines, you know. You see the corruption? Can them sell the minister rice that take it to the because them can do one what for we, you know. You understand? So it breed more corruption, brother. Eh? Then how get the money for buy the rice in the first place? I pay a criminal like them do, you know. Or you open them thing then yeah, brother. Jano, and the one of them doing it. Them have choke, them have this, them have that. Them have the thing are carrying chicken back, them are carrying onion, them are carrying this, and nobody now lock them up. And strike 5 when she forget lock up. Jamaica too corrupted.
I work on Royal Reed Escape.
Them I work on now. Them I try work on him like how them that let go. Yeah, them I work on him now. Say you know going away. You understand?
What kind of country? You have some examiners.
So we watch them, you know. Them I work on. Them I try to figure it out. So the longer them take, them I say, yo, some of them people are dead off, some of them not are interested, and then we can get for letting go. Yeah, but everything, man, he must get let go. No. Him should him out the road. Him are one of them now should have an palmer and some piece girl. But to it still, you know, them don't want to put him in that. And they have a criminal like Al Miller. Oh, people, all on the people, want to go Al Miller church, man. Keep church on the house, man. The man get convicted 2 times, want to go to church. We not have heart, man. Want to make them people lead on. So they make criminal lead, you know. And it's okay. But you know about they look to get a youth then. Criminal in a jacket and tie.
And the way to fix the corruption down at the depot is to increase the examiner's pay. That's been ripping up Jamaican citizens.
The examiner them a carry home over 1 million. 1 million.
Some of them,
a daytime, yeah. Them a make enough money, you know. Some 700,000. Yeah, because I remember, you know, 50 to 100 grand, 100 grand. When them get a 10 or a 20, somebody them make over 100,000, you know, with ease, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, man.
Some wigs that make money out of it, you know. So that's why they don't want to mash it up, you know.
Like the one when them they shoot under the bridge, I notice how the whole like politician, I say, hey, well, on there. Him with the little youth over there, so when them go on why, you know. And then remember, say, he must sell them. And you axe! And for the drive breaks. And every year when them bury 2 backside.
Yeah.
I say, no, but
them
him.
Stop it, man.
Him did their prisoner, what have you? And then them kill the witness too.
Yeah.
Eh?
You know, easy it is to catch some examiner thief. You know how easy that is? That is so easy. If them serious about crime.
Me can't catch any one of them, you know. Can me tell you, say, hey, I'm full of so much. Let me tell you this. Me can't catch any one of them. Because them never see me in person, you know, but you see through what them do, it's hard to resist. So if you catch them and you know, so okay, them look for a little baby, you send a granny.
Yeah.
And if them look for one, you send a doctor. Or them resist it. And when them look for, you send a nurse. You send a guard, you send a police, you send a pastor to them. Or them resist what? Me can't style them, man. You send a teacher. So me just tell them, oh, me can't make that, me can't come in any farm. So you not go see me. But me can't style them. Them don't know when me I can style them. Me I tell you some me can't style them. Cause them easy. Remember them not think out of the box, you know. Remember them now see what me see, you know, brother. Me have international mind, me are the man of the wilderness. So me think like them country like America and Canada and them think the same way. Run through the place, think yeah. And my think them deeper than where Uno think. Uno they even see quarter where oh me oh them some things you see certain things me about attack, you know. You understand? See?
True.
Deeper than where them think long time, and sometimes I don't see them and them because they're educated fools, you know. So sometimes I see them just laugh after them and them things say, them things say lonesome easy. Let me tell you this, I grew up with all people whenever them don't even know so me stay, you know. Can me sit down and me study them, you know. Oh, you have to study me. You know, I have nothing to study me. I have to tell you, say boom, bam, bam. There is nothing to study. I mean, I have nothing to hide, you know. But there is nothing to study. See? So me I study them, I study me. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, what you say, man? I can't style them, man. I can't catch them, man. Me not any shape or form, I can't touch. Hey, let me tell you this. Me get more information than the force combined. Jamaica force. I remember me not beat up nobody. Right or no, left and no. Of course. Me not ask them. And when them talk me here, me tell them before, you know. And when them talk them foolishness, sometimes me don't want answer, but when them talk them foolishness, me come and debunk something and say, yo, that don't make no sense, man. That foolishness that you talk, man. Me not ask them. See? Remember, me is a man who live good, you know. Can't hear this now. For you live good, first of all, you know, build that kind of enemy. Because you see, remember, majority, you draw them close to you, you know. And then I come from ghetto, so I know the whole works are ghetto, you know. Real ghetto, you know. You know, I know every styling, you know. And I know that plus thousands and more where them can get style from, you know. You understand? Yes. See? So, let me tell you, all right, when I see what's not, they say me, they as I say, like, they have a guy like Albin that they think he can style me and trap me. No. No, sir. And who must send them can't style me neither. See? That's why I say them not deep, because them can just easily get run up in some things. But I think them different, brother. Me out of the box, me think out of the box. So that's why I tell some people to keep away from loan someone loan with. Keep away. You understand? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know, me tell them all the way, I say anything I want to do, man, anything 100-fold, man, I joke me, I mean. See? Me can style them, but the word I love still, you know? You understand? Because me tell them, some of them have even not a little touch of the knowledge of me have, all this place around, the earth, yeah, them that take it and do be evil to backside. But we use knowledge and do good. To clean the place. See? You understand, brother? Yeah, man. We use knowledge to clean the place, man. And we study people, man, because we know who have vanity from who genuine and who straight and who lean and thing. You see, me up a religious attack and I tell you, say, hey, me have some wolf around me. You think me not see them? I make them play out themselves, man. Because we know wolf and anything that you know. You have to know them different from the fox, them. You know the wolf, them, you know. Yeah, man, you know the old crocodile, them, too, you know. And you know the sheep. You know them, man. See? Yeah, everything with them are going on with them. Somebody say, book back, me can just play that game there. Watch me. You can't say them a circle me. When them feature them a circle me, them a circle themselves. Can me see these things? My brain, it just build up different, brother. You understand? Yeah, sir, man. Study them, man. Because here for them thing now, you know, let me tell you what I feel Jamaica Police Force. Jamaica Police Force feature and the man them up at top. When you hear some youth name, you go out and kill. And kill cannot be a solution because you're dead same way. And maybe you're dead after that, you might have to take him out, boom, and run 3 months after them not feel nothing, them no same dead. But when you're dead now, a cancer and them thing that you're down and the more pain, you wish you're dead and not dead to backside. You understand? You get a wicked death. And then you still, and then when I tell them all the while, once a police, twice a civilian, because you're going at the police force, you know. You was a civilian before. And then you're going at the police force, but you still have to come out. We are going there till the 70 and 80 and 90. If you live that long. Criminal. So when you go in, you have to think about your exit one day. And when you exit, you know want to build enemy. So when you exit or you exist in the world. Because you're exited, you know. You know, more police, but maybe I did some man and kill some little youth father and them think they live in the place and all kind of things. And them grew up and know, so you say you're a bad man police, so you mark. Them know you. Them not ferocious, you know, they can't wait to win. You cannot end up blind, you have stick who you know around you, brother. Don't Trinity blind, partner blind. Who you know around you? 40 days ago, 30 days, 40 days, Trinity are bad. You about Trinity, but I say, afraid of Trinity, bro. You say Trinity now, I'm saying, oh, that, yo. I train him up around this, man. Whenever I get up here, man. You understand? And I joke me, I make. And I'm disrespect me, I'm going to try to show you. You know? See? So, you know, when them dip and boop, boop, and they use the gun and they intimidate people, be careful what you're doing. Life continues. You understand? Because you have some people like Middle East, them thinking of Middle East, you know. And when you're all like that, them just say, get all about my all criminal and pay things. And them catch you before them hide them torture you. And it's bad. You understand? It's bad. So you have to know what you have to do because you can exit same way. But them not think that way there, you know. Them just think say, hey, me a bully, me can't bully anybody. And it go for the man, they must say them a dance to and them a bad man. Because you have some youth that grow up, you see them now, you kick them in them bottom and you box them down and do them thing. Them a grow up and you lose your strength. When you look, you get a stroke. Part of your dead, you can't. When you look at them, I come to you like a chucky with a bush and knife. And you can't talk. And them tie you up and you don't know what to do. Them a say, you know what thing you do me for me a little boy. You know your time now, you know. Nose and finger them first. And toe them and then. You understand? What you do? Eh? You understand what I say, brother? Because some man think out of the box, man. Yeah. I too Trish. They must pass that, man. I too, man. So you see when me hear them talk, me no bother pay them no man. Because my kind of brain, they're too far. Remember me there around 40 years ahead of them, you know. Like how the US Armed Forces, they're around 40 years ahead. But they're up that same way, you know. Yeah, man. See it? And the normal population. Because them advance, you know. So if you advance, man, you have to think advanced, man. Yeah, you see what I say? Yeah, man. So we use knowledge and we use it for the good. See? Yeah, we also better, man. Yes, man. Me not chat to them. And some of them, and sometimes you find because you have someone that go up and when them look them sit down and them hear them and say, what on there? That's a film thing deep. Me never know. My thing deep long time. Oh, you don't know. It a come like me old man teach me draft. So you can't beat me in a draft. Why? Because if I sit around the board and I play with you 1 game, 2 game, me say you play already, you know. And I'm going to take your play from you, plus you can't match me play. Or you're going to beat me. Impossible. You understand? Say you can't just get up and beat me like that. You see? Me see Barry straight and lose, you know. You see it? Eyes on the file. Yeah, man. No, man, I tell you, I see Barry straight and lose, man. When I call him God in a draft, man. Yeah, man. Where's a player? I say, hey, watch out. Zoop. Call him and say, oh, and I say, hey. Remember, me can't play. Because me not tell him he can't play. But the man who teach me that. That the brown. So, you know, but me can't play. Me just know you're not going to beat me. Because I'm going to lose things like that, you know. I'm going to lose back like that, you know. You see me, I say? Yeah, man. So all we are telling them in Jamaica, them need for the policing and stop the it killing and serial killing and ignorance and beat up people that not make it. Them that can't make it. See? What them do a foolishness. Anyway, me there, you know, people. Yeah? If anything later, me there, yeah? Yeah, man. Bless up. Yeah, man. Up.